So Steve Olsen just called me and asked me to meet him at the Hombu Dojo at 3 o'clock. Let's go find out what this is all about. Could it be the new book? Welcome to Noda, everybody. There she is, the Hombu Dojo. Let's go find out. I'm wearing the winter Crocs today. Don't judge me. These things are awesome. Look at that. Fuzzy. Oh, so dirty. There he is. Steve, what's in the box, man? What's in the box, man? Got the box. I got the box. I like that jacket. Look like you're riding, man.
Hardware store.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
Everything.
That's sweet. I got the box. I got the box. Got the box. Oh. Damn it. Come on. Ah. Oh, he's got the mitsu tomo in there. Holy moly. What an awesome setup this box is. The mitsu tomo. Mitsu means three and tomo or tomoe means these big fat kama looking things that are swirling together. Now my wife's name is Tomoe. That's why we have this. Now this is perfect, I think, for Earth. This symbol here, it goes deep. So in India, they have the three gunas. Now the three gunas are the qualities or energy that weave together to form the basis of this universe and everything in it. And those energies are tamasic, which is stability, rajas, which is activity, and sattva, which is consciousness. So these three strands or qualities weave together to form the basis of everything in this universe. And they also have corresponding colors. Black for tamas or stability, red like this coke for activity, and white for consciousness like this kalpas. Don't worry, it's not really kalpas. Well, doesn't this sound familiar? Well, maybe it should, because in our art we have the sound shin, which could correspond to body, mind, and consciousness. Now this could just be one big coincidence, just like here in Japan, that these trees grow coincidentally into these amazingly perfectly shaped balls. And did you know, in the ancient Ayurvedic system of health and wellness in India, based on earth, water, fire, wind, and space, now that should sound familiar, that there are three dosha. And when these three dosha are combined, or qualities are combined, those describe your health and nature. You know, my teacher, Hatsumi Senses, always said, the number 3 is like this magical number. You can find it in other spiritual practices around the world. What about Christianity? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I don't know why they had to leave Mother Mary out of that. But also, it's used in magic when the magician says, 1, 2, 3, and something appears or disappears. Sounds like creation and extinction to me, or birth and death. Or even like the 3 tanukis here. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's like embossed in there. There we go. Anything on the inside cover? No. Ooh. Gold embossed mitsudomoi on the cover. Man, that is absolutely beautiful. So that kind of opens up to like a new book. It's kind of like a book in a book. Sort of like Dr. Seuss. I will not eat them in a box. I will not eat them with Megan Fox. Now, I did get to see this book just for a moment at the Daikomyosai party when Steve was there, but I didn't really get a chance to look at it. Now, he also tells me that this mitsudomoi will come out a lot in this book, to look for it, and then maybe you'll discover the meanings that Sensei is attributing to it. So let's take a look at this book. Holy shit!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, this book is about Earth, about that small span of time between birth and death. From the time you fought your way out from between your mother's legs until the time they put your body in the ground. And everything that goes along with that. Love, hate, war, peace, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there are lots of lessons in this book. It warns of the trials, tribulations, the pitfalls, the traps, and the beauty of life. Now, one of the first ones I saw was this one right here. As you see, it's a monk holding a very phallic Viagra, a Vajra. You know what I'm talking about. You know, one of these. So he's got that in his right hand. He's got that bell, his meditation bell in his left hand. He's trying to meditate, but the curves of the bell start to distract him. He starts to imagine a woman. You know, when you go to the store and you see some grapefruit, and when it's peach season, forget about it. I'll buy a whole crate of them damn things. Me in the store looking at some sweet peaches. Even though he's a monk, he's still attracted to the feminine form. It's instinctual. This reminds me of an old Zen story. There's an old woman who's been supporting a monk for 20 years. She's built him a little hut on the outskirts of town. She cooks for him. She has a young girl give him his food every day. So one day she decides to test him. And she says to the girl, you go in there, and when you give him his food, get up close to him, give him a hug, caress him, and say, now what? The girl does what she's told. She brings him his food, she goes up, she gets next to him, she rubs up against him, and she says, now what? And this damn monk says, an old tree grows on a cold rock in winter. Nowhere is there any warmth. What?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The old lady gets a big stick, goes in there, beats him up, kicks him out, and burns down his hut. So you're probably wondering why. I mean, didn't he do the right thing as a monk? Absolutely not. This monk is doing his goddamn best to resist this young woman. You know he wants her. He's just stuffing all his sexual desire. He's just repressing it. And you better believe it's gonna burst out somewhere. No pun intended. Just ask the Catholic Church. Oh, come on, it's a joke. Or maybe not. I mean, you did see the movie Spotlight, right? Hey, I can say these things. I was brought up Catholic. I kicked that habit, though. This monk should have a little more compassion for the young lady. He could explain to her, hey, I'm a monk, I'm a celibate monk, I've taken my vows, I can't be with you. But you're a very beautiful lady, and I'm sure there's a lot of men out there that would love to be your partner. And maybe even he could guide her on her way through this world. Now compare that to what Ikkyu said, the crazy monk from Japan. He said, if a beautiful young lady were to embrace this old monk, my withered willow branch would stand straight up.
Mission Control has confirmed New Shepard has cleared the tower.
Hell yeah, Ikkyu. And look at this. Sensei's use of color is just like so over the top. It's so in your face. It's just really amazing. And I just wish I could, one day I hope to paint with such abandonment as well. Sort of looks like Godzilla, huh? And here we have a tanuki or a fox, and as you can see, he is rocking out with his cock out, plastered, shit-faced. Got the sake bottle in one hand, cup in the other, and he is completely out of his mind. He's got his tongue hanging out, his eyes are crossed. This is a teaching and a warning for all men and women out there. There's a saying in Japan that there are 3 poisons for all people, and they are lust, greed, what's the third one? That's right, drugs or alcohol. So while it's okay to have a good time, we have a saying here in Japan, you can drink sake, but just don't be drunken by the sake. And now we all know that every intelligence operation in the world will use 3 things to control and manipulate people: sex, drugs, and money. Any one of these 3, if they get out of control, it'll be your downfall. So be careful out there and don't let these passions drink you. And just as an aside, there's some nice pictures in here. I really like these pictures because you can see how Sensei's using his fingers here to keep distance and to be able to move in any direction with that hand, whether he has to grasp something or change it to a certain fist. Really interesting. I love looking at even pictures of Sensei because I can visualize a little bit what he was doing, how he was doing it. I'm forever grateful for pictures like this and books like this that help me remember my time, those 30 years of training with Hatsumi Sensei. It was like a dream. So fast, 30 years. And there's also some nice calligraphy in the book. So this character is for Azenmyo. And Sensei often talked about the difference between instinct, honno, and worldly desire, bonno. And how in Japan, honno and bonno sound very similar. And if you just add 2 little dots to the sound hon, it becomes bon. So honno and bonno are very close. Just 2 little dots. You know, I was out with Hatsumi Sensei not too long ago, and we were joking because I used the name Kasumian. People were like, Paul, you're still having babies. You should be the Bonnoan, the hermitage of worldly desire. I won't deny it, but I do keep them in check. So final thoughts on this book. Absolutely stunning job by Steve. I think everybody should get a copy. But beware, this book is about the push and pull of light and dark down here on this earth, and that's why it's called Earth. DojoArtBooks.com, order yours now. Like, comment, subscribe below, and also donations below.